platform live to be streamed in just a few minutes. So let's give it up for Juninho and Dutch.
They return to the stage after, well, I want to say a lengthy absence. They've both gotten the job done so far on the stage, but they now face each other as they did last year in Manchester, Alex.
This is a rematch? It's a replay? What's going on? These two has faced before. A similar situation, we'll see if it's like that. The point is, like, if you are Juninho, and a victory now could send out to the final to a potential finalist contender. In the other hand, you know, if you're up Dutch, if you want to beat Juninho, you know you have to beat him twice this time to become the champions. Because, yeah, a potential draw will help him to go to the grand final, but yeah, it feels like a victory, no? Since how the stands are right now, like Firewall has to face Ocean in the last match, and that game, depending this score, in case Juninho wins, could have him a great spot, no? To why not get in that second position. Harry, really interesting match we are seeing at the moment, no? Right now.
Yeah, fairly certain a draw would be enough to see Dutch through to that grand final later on. Juninho is confirmed to be there. It's just so funny how these two always seem to gravitate towards each other. And, well, we've missed kickoff. We're underway between Dutch and Juninho. The guys were sick of us waffling. It's Juninho with this attack with Rafinha.
Oh, nice one.
Here near side, looking towards Lewandowski. It's cleared away, and it will be Dutch who did clear it away in the Barca home strip. We're underway.
Yeah, we'll see, Juninho with those runs over the side. Now Lamine Yamal with the spot, with the finish, the fake shot, no, the double touch. Sorry. There is two ways to surprise your opponent. You can go straight away to find the room for the shooting, or to open the angle for find an extra pass, as Juninho tried. That was smart. Pretty close to be a great attempt on goal for Juninho. We'll see. We haven't seen Dutch playing that comfortable early today, and it has to be now his best level so far of the day.
Gavi back heel. Lamine Yamal trying to link up with him again. We saw that ball roll on the far side with Rafinha, I believe it was, for Juninho.
Keep the pressure.
Here's the man on the ball now. Lamine Yamal,
nice pass. That's quite late to the post. That was a great one for Juninho. How many posts we have seen today. Quite late with the cursors. Dutch not switching on time. And keep the pressure. It seems clearly the tactic of Juninho is dominating the game. There is no players closer. It's Ferran Torres. Finally, De Jong. There is no players closer to close the gaps. Once and again, look at the space in the center and the side for Juninho, Rafinha. Only that central line is well defended by Dutch. The rest open for the Brazilian.
Lewandowski turns
that's it.
inside. Ferran Torres straight at the goalkeeper.
Oh, he rather chose to the left rather than the right side. Another miss from Juninho.
Any direction on that, you think it probably beats the goalie there. Pedri.
I'm feeling he's getting closer. He's getting closer. Pedri!
Oh, your feeling is correct. It's that celebration for Juninho again.
Vamos pra cima, Brasil! It was too much. Harry, the pressure. It was once and again, trying Juninho. And this time, at the third attempt would go into the net with that finesse. Pedri, which is not very common, scoring goals, making the lead for the Brazilian.
It was a fairly recent player item, isn't it? Mid-season MVPs just released in January.
Yeah.
For Pedri. It is a nice upgrade for these players to use, and that finish very, very nice.
The goal on mobile, Harry, is to be enough fast with the cursor, catching, switching to the right one, then match up to regain those balls. And at this level, it's not easy. We'll see the reaction from Abdach.
5 minutes till half-time. Juninho, 1-0 up.
Just to remind, if Juninho wins by more than 1 goal, it's making easier the chances for Firewolf to get into the grand final.
Well, here he is on the warpath as Rafinha is arriving, takes that strike. Can't quite beat the forest of bodies.
It's too much,
He's
the
still
pressure.
alive, as now Abdach finally will take the ball away, and the
It's
referee
too
will
much.
put his misery at ease for now. It is 1-0 to Juninho here at half-time.
Traveling for more than 15 days in Europe? With TT Eurodrive, you can drive a new Dacia or Renault vehicle.
Tactic from Abdach is solid at the back, but the rest of the field is is full under control of Juninho, which is now trying with that kick off. Rafinha entering the box versus Koundé. Lewandowski, another save, another rebound. It's in. It's in. Ferran Torres approaching the first time shot skill to put it into the net.
Whoop, whoop. The hops over each other is the celebration of choice. Juninho 2, Abdach 0. And you said, Alex, if Juninho wins by more than 1 goal, it makes Firewolf believe he can still qualify for the final. Is this going to be another twist in the tale of Abdach?
Yeah.
After losing in 2 club event finals, grand finals last year. Juninho is proving, well, his kryptonite here.
Yeah, he's showing us a really way better version of Juninho right now. Solid, not missing any pass. Now he's defending. Is the response?
There is a response!
Yes! Is Abdach back on the game in the right moment?
It's almost like he heard me saying we don't want to see another miserable tale. He believes his destiny still in his own hands here. He's got 1 goal back. 2-1 now.
Ale Abdach, great pass in the control. Simple finishing.
Oh, nice. Really
Ferran
good
Torres.
direction on that.
This time for Abdach, putting it into the net. There is no room for breathing, no room for relaxing, Harry. When everything seems more under control of Juninho, we got the reaction. And it's now game on, ladies and gentlemen. 40 minutes remains in this fantastic game of eFootball Mobile. We see tactics, we see maybe too early from some substitution. We'll see. Quick counter versus quick counter. Robert Lewandowski, player of the week, and Lamine Yamal will get into the pitch. Great choice. He don't want to wait to maybe. It's now Dani Olmo at the end. Dani Olmo's a right forward. Dani Olmo, Rafinha still with the same. All right, so keep with the Rafinha big time show. Which still stamina, no? How important is, ladies and gentlemen, is stamina on this game, no? Those 5 substitutions are not mandatory, but really, really helpful. So we'll see if that can have an impact, the entrance of Robert Lewandowski for Abdach.
Well, following the Abdach goal, we're back underway. Juninho 2, Abdach 1.
And we'll see, really respect each other now. And not to risk lines. Nice predict from Juninho. Oh, the roulette of Gavi, big time show. Gavi now for Abdach. Joining the attack with the left back, Gerard Martin. Gavi, great
nice
control.
touch. Rafinha.
Oh, the double Abdach is back.
Unbelievable goal. They just keep surpassing themselves, Alex. I keep saying that'll be one of the best goals we see, and then this one.
Have you seen that moment? He was trying to switch Rafinha, but then he decided, no, Rafinha is the man.
Oh,
Double touch before control.
beautiful.
Great finishing, leaving behind the defender. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. Great reaction, great way to turn over the score. And a Dutch who once more wants to win this game. Look at the celebration. How fast can change a game in eFootball Mobile.
The attendance for this match
Two
was
very
32,306.
quick goals. Sees Abdutch now back on level terms. Just moments ago, minutes ago, we were saying this could be another.
Oh, now Juninho in a great
Miserable
spot. The cross,
tail.
Lamine Yamal!
Save.
Almost with the shoulder, kicking that header.
Just moments ago, the fortunes looked to go the other way, and now, well, hold that thought as Juninho had an opportunity.
I think it's slightly a shock for Juninho, which when the moment he was feeling more and more comfortable, he conceded 2 straight goals from Abdutch. Abdutch, which seemed, even with that, not that stable overall in his games. But maybe he can approach now the momentum on his favor.
Pedri here for Juninho. Crossing towards Ferran Torres.
Still on.
Rafinha.
Oh, the fake shot after stunning.
20 minutes to go. Frankie de Jong.
And we will see more goals, Harry. More goals to see and to come. We'll see. Now, no. Íñigo Martínez with a tremendous stats defending.
Abdutch finally getting out.
This score will put Abdutch and Juninho into the grand final.
We're just 10 minutes away, if it stays this way, from that being the case. A rematch of the grand finals of the Manchester United Club event finals back in 2024, where they went all the way to penalties. Abdutch, though, chasing a winner here. What a way to get confidence going into a grand final from being 2 goals down and potentially eliminating himself to maybe winning this game. It's towards the front post.
Maybe the last chance now is coming, and that could be the counter. It's Ferran Torres for Juninho that probably could send out Abdutch from the competitions. No. Well defended. When he's now the rebound, Gabi. Gabi big time. Gabi with the pass once and again, Koundé.
There might be one more chance here for either player. It looks like Abdutch has steadied himself. Who's that going through? Rafinha won't get there.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't to him.
Is the full-time whistle. Abdutch and Juninho will meet again in the grand final later on for the chance to represent FC Barcelona at the World Finals.
I'm quite weird situation, no? A lot of up and downs from Juninho and Abdutch overall in this tournament today, especially Abdutch. But at the end, that's great recovery from 2 goals down to that draw 2-2 versus Juninho, as we see on the screen. Will put him into the grand final. But at the end of the day, Harry is what's mattering. You are now 1 game ahead to the World Finals in Japan. What a post that one. Whoa.
And it has set itself up so well, Alex, because we have a little bit of a break now as we round out the console group stages. But these two now have a chance to reflect and admire their handiwork before going at it again in the grand finals. A rematch of what we just saw and of the Manchester United Club event finals of 2024. Juninho and Abdutch. What a game. And I tell you what, Semra, it's set up so perfectly because obviously if you see Juninho in the second half with a 2-0 advantage, you expect, okay, he's going to see this one out. But Abdutch has proven, after falling to him in the final at Old Trafford last year, that he has what it takes to get goals back and salvage goals against Juninho, who looks full of confidence here.
Oh, he certainly does, doesn't he? I mean, it was another opportunity for another player to come back from behind, show a sense of resilience, to show a sense of patience and calm, and show really their strength and the fact that they are able to stay on in there. And so you see another comeback and a brilliant finish in the end then for Dutch, when necessarily the chips were down and he wasn't so sure that he'd be able to walk away with the points. But there you can see the sigh of relief, knowing that at least he was able to get something, a bit of disappointment then from Juninho, but nonetheless evenly matched. A nice contest between the two of them in the end. And I believe that Juninho actually is now with Alex. So why don't we get some more information then from what we just saw there, get some insight as to how it all played out for him. Alex.
We are here with Juninho, reaching the top of his group on mobile. Prima tudo, Juninho, parabéns pela pontuação. Uma partida muito estranha, não? Primeiras ações, dois palos, não? Umas ações muito boas para você, pero ao final esse momento chegou com dois gols muito importantes, pero ao final uma partida como muitos up and downs, não? Ao final o empate muito bom para você, para a Dutch. Como foi isso?
Eu comecei a partida bem, né? Consegui fazer 2-0 e ainda perdi algumas chances que poderia ter aproveitado. No segundo tempo ali eu comecei meio devagar, aí acabei tomando 2 gols rápidos. Depois eu voltei para o jogo, consegui marcar bem, mas faltou atacar melhor também no segundo tempo.
Yeah, he was confident in his play. That at the end he was attacking very well the first half, even with those missing chances, scoring twice. But at the end of the second half he wasn't that sharp attacking. Now into what is coming next. Once and again into a grand final. And once again, a Dutch, same opponent, different tournament, another final, one game ahead to the World Finals. Again, de nuevo, otro final, a Dutch, una partida para ir al Mundial. ¿Qué piensas? ¿Qué piensa você? ¿Alguna idea para ficar focus agora? ¿Cuál es el planteamiento para la final?
É manter a calma e jogar do jeito que eu vim jogando aí as outras partidas, tocando a bola e atacando. Buscar o gol e não perder a concentração durante o jogo novamente para não cometer erros e tomar gol. E voltar melhor ainda para a final, né? Mais focado ainda.
He's confident in his gameplay, try to be calm, focused in the whole game, keep improving a little bit on his attack side to keep stable during the whole match, and being consistent is the key from Juninho into the grand final. Juninho, para você, ¿qué es estar para una competición como esta, representar al Barcelona en la final mundial? ¿Qué es para vos estar aquí en España? ¿Pensabas cuando jugabas a Efootball que podías viajar por el mundo, España? ¿Cómo es esta experiencia para você?
É uma experiência muito emocionante, né? Eu acompanho o Barcelona desde novo, com Ronaldinho, Messi, etc. É um time muito grande, né? E é um time que eu sou fã. É muito especial ter a chance de disputar a final aqui e representar eles no Mundial, caso consiga a vitória. Estou muito feliz de estar aqui e manter a calma para a final agora e me preparar psicologicamente também para o próximo jogo.
It's really special for him, for a Brazilian, to be here at the FC Barcelona, where players as Ronaldinho and many others have played for these colors. It's very important to him, but the job is not done. One game still ahead to make the job done. So we want to wish all the best to Juninho in the grand final. Muita sorte. May the best win.
Sim, espero que eu ganhe, né? E vamos Brasil e vai Corinthians.
That's the word from Juninho, one of our finalists later on the mobile platform.
Obrigado. Well, yes, one more game left to go for him then. And of course, the most important game of all for today is going to be a rematch of what we just saw, a rematch of another finals you pointed out from last year, Manchester United. So what we just witnessed really was just a bit of a warm-up because obviously they can't draw in the final. There does have to be a victor that comes out on top.
It's almost like they're magnetised to each other, these two. It's like their fates are bound. And what we've seen in the past is Juninho tends to be the one that is the benefactor of them, but it's crazy. It really is crazy to see how these two constantly find themselves up against each other, different competitions, different permutations, and they always give us a good game.
I tell you what, we just saw right there the live score, the live table just got updated. So console. We were waiting for the other match to finish. It is literally just while you were talking there, Harry, finished, and we've got the full points on the board with that final match remaining. So now, as it stands, Tess is actually taken over Al-Hacker to snap up the top spot, 7 points. So he's through. He's our first finalist for console. It's coming down then, I guess, to Al-Hacker and Isco. Al-Hacker is going to be playing next. He's going to be playing against Nexa. No, so I guess that means actually Al-Hacker is through no matter what happens. Yep. So I stand corrected. It's Tess and Al-Hacker that are going through, in a sense, a bit of a dead rubber then for Nexa, because no matter what happens, he's going to be going home, even though he can still at least play for a bit of pride and take something here. But wow, how about that?
All the pressure off of Al-Hacker now. I'm sure World will filter through to him on the stage that he knows that it doesn't matter if he loses, drops points. Isco hasn't done what he's needed to do to make it difficult for him.
He had the spot, no, in that third game versus Tess, but at the end of the day, the favorites still the favorites, and they're going to be into the grand final. What to say? No, at the end, it's a great opportunity.
1 versus 1 guys, कोई है? कोई हो 1 versus 1 के लिए? Anyone?
Grand final. What to say? No, at the end, it's a great opportunity to grow as a player, to be in this kind of opportunity, travel to different places across the world, live in a unique experience. I think that practices yesterday, from players' perspective, you can gain a lot from those games, sharing tactics, way of play. We saw players as Al-Hacker playing with pass support level 1 at some moments, which is different than the rest, which mainly are with pass support level 2. You know, those stuff, having the Mexican play with 3 center-back, where the rest are with normal formation, let's say. I mean, that's wonderful to see, but at the end of the day, the top from the top will be there, and if you want to emerge one of the title contenders, you need to step up, and it's difficult. Just only a few ones can reach that level, Harry, Semra, but you know, that's why we are here, no? Showing up who's going to be the FC Barcelona representative at the end of the day and at the end of the year, for sure.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap up the group stage then with our final match that is about to get underway here on the main stage. It's Al-Hacker who is through to the grand final up against Nexa.
Here they emerge, Al-Hacker and Nexa, 2 of the best eFootball console players in the world, playing essentially what is an exhibition match here on the stage. Al-Hacker will feature in the grand final later on against Tess. It will be a rematch of that incredible 2-2 game, I believe it was earlier
amazing.
on.
Yeah.
A wonderful exhibition. For Nexa, he's playing for pride. We want to see the true Nexa right here on the stage.
And I'm sure this guy don't want to lose again. I know him very well, and this man hates to lose. And doesn't matter who has in front, he goes for the win. And even if, in terms of the stand, this game that will not have an effect on that point, our job, Harry, is to make sure to give you guys all those details, tactically, mindset, in-game that these 2 wonderful players will put into this last match of the group. I'm sure you guys at home can learn a lot from these 2 fantastic players, Al-Hacker, Nexa, and those players that sometimes when you have the lucky to face them on the online division rankings, it's like, oh, this guy is good, and now you will see them facing each other in this last match of the console group stage finals.
Even an exhibition between Al-Hacker and Nexa is better than 99% of eFootball matches you can see at the top level of competition. We can start. Can we start? Yes, it starts. Underway now between Al-Hacker and Nexa. Al-Hacker from Jordan in the home strip. It's Nexa in the changed strip here of Barcelona.
Saif with intensity. Finally, Íñigo Martínez finding the way to block that line and clearing the ball and possession back for the man from Jordan, Al-Hacker. one of those names that, ladies and gentlemen, you may know already, and if not, you will see with the pass of the time, with the pass of the year, because this guy is coming for everything to become world champion. Now, this 2025, and we'll see if he can win this last match of the group.
It's always a big question, having played online World Finals, if you can make it to that offline finals. Of course, we had the pandemic, which meant things had to adjust a little bit, move to online for a year or two. But now that offline World Finals are back in contention, you can see Al Hacker desperately wants to prove himself in offline scenarios. He's done that before, winning gold medals with Jordan. And now he wants to make it to Konami's top-tier competition, the World Finals, this July in Tokyo.
If you are good, Harry, doesn't matter where you play, which team you are using, you need to show up. No, doesn't matter the team, the tactic, and these guys, they do. We'll see who can take the lead, approaching that shoulder charge from Pedri. This time will be a war with a fault. Free kick for Nexa. That, let's see if a goal could make him change. Look at the ball, almost connecting Robert Lewandowski. Quickly save, try to go forward, but this time Íñigo Martínez. Now Lewandowski trying to turn back. Great pressure, great defense by Ronald Araujo. Nexa, which doesn't show us way often when he's on fire. No, this man doesn't need that much to score his chances. All the opposite than Saif. No, when this man is connecting his passes, he's with the intensity on point. You show it, and you will show it quickly. When we take a view of the stands, Tess and Fatal Hacker will later on be on the grand final on console for a sport in Japan. And in mobile, Juninho, Abdach, they will have a rematch into the grand final as well. Now,
Dani Olmo.
Olmo with the finesse, with the dribbling, Harry. Woof, many tricks. How many buttons at the same time? Woof, could be the best goal of the day. Unlucky, another post.
Tell you what, the fans at that end of the stadium are getting some entertainment, but they want to see more goals. Al Hacker with his finesse dribbling is very dangerous indeed. And you're right to point out, of course, Al Hacker already in the grand final later on against Tess. That rematch of what was such a fun game. It was 1-1 in the end in the group stages. Both goals coming late on, but Lewandowski tries to chip it over, and Ter Stegen with a double save. Not sure if he knew much about the second one.
Yeah, he was expecting to Nexa to not to take the manual keeper. That's why he was predicting that the cheap finishing was enough. And then great recovery from Ter Stegen, working up, saving again. But that through ball was magnificent from Al Hacker.
Corner afterwards is cleared away. Al Hacker is really good at pressing, tackling, dribbling, you name it. He's good at everything.
Oh, if he connects, will be goal. No, once again, no. Ter Stegen. Oh, that ball is be working properly for Al Hacker.
In the opening half an hour, Al Hacker has had plenty of success.
Nexa can't connect 2-3 passes in a row.
Rafinha away, only as far as...
Oh, looking for the rebound, exactly for that. Smart. That was pretty smart with the pressure. Gavi, now could be the momentum for Nexa. The through ball is Rafinha, 1v1, Nexa, Rafinha, Nexa. And it's the Frenchman taking the lead. We saw at the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is unique because doesn't show when he's playing good or bad, simply score his chances. So that's how he came into the grand final of FC Barcelona. Wonderful passing, bad timing for Al Hacker with the defender. Pau Cubarsí wasn't able to catch that ball with the match at bottom. Great finishing after that. Double touch, Harry. Well, new game. Maybe the Frenchman now can step up and smile a little bit and show off way more football, way more quality chances.
Nexa 1, Al Hacker 0. 10 minutes until half-time. Ferran Torres again for Nexa, chasing for that 1-2 punch here in the first half.
Al Hacker trying to make those superiority, those 2v1 situation, and Kubarsi running to the attack. I think sometimes it's better. That offside, Kubarsi is back on his normal position. Great ball! He's getting closer. I mean, from the fans of the players who have played before the Efootball Pro, doesn't surprise those balls. But if you catch, you put the exactly perfect power, could be a really good option for sure.
Rafinha with the tackle here for Al Hacker. He's combining as well in the midfield with some passes, but now Nexa proving and showing his true 2023 MVP form here. Of course, back then flanked with the likes of Lotfi and Kills-You.
And Nexa is now with more pressure, more intensity on his defense role. I like that the most. I think that lead will motivate him a little bit to this moment of the game. Now Fati trying to connect with the Rafinha. Now the counter for Nexa. That, let's see, why not, can take home the victory in the last game, as you saw, showing up some pride at this moment and not going home with 0 points.
Last chance here in the first half looks to go Al Hacker's way. It's struck against the defender, and I think the referee is going to call an end to proceedings here in the first half, unless there's one more chance for Nexa, which there is not. And the first half ends Nexa 1, Saif Al Hacker 0.
Pretty similar situation mentally, I would say, for Saif Al Hacker, which in the game we saw before against Tess, he was dominating, having the initiative, he scored 1-2 goals, but from the moment he conceded, it's like mentally being scared for his opponent. And here the same, from the moment Nexa found out the only chance he put into this first half is a different side. So we'll see if Al Hacker will step up now in the second half and be as normal. But now it's Nexa on the kickoff.
Left to right in the second half, the Frenchman will be attacking. Gavi in the box, Lewandowski on the turn, Gavi! Nexa 2, Al Hacker 0.
Nexa score, but say, ce n'est pas possible, ce n'est pas possible. A great goal, the Frenchman is 2 goals up. Finally, some smile from the Frenchman, which is in a great spot. Great stuff this second half, great kickoff.